Kell Brook says that he had a hard time making weight for the Errol Spence fight. You know, he was contemplating retirement while in the hospital, learning that he had another broken eye bone, orbital bone, or eye bone socket, whatever you want to call it. Said that his mom and his dad wanted him to retire. He contemplated it, and you know, that he had one of the worst training camps, you know, for the Errol Spence fight he ever had. He said he had a difficult time making the weight. He was ill 3 times. So this your boy CJ Goodfella. You know, we enter that boxing clinic talk, and you know how I do. You know, we gonna talk about this, man. And sounds like some built-in excuses. You know, we all knew that he would have a difficult time making weight. He didn't immediately. I don't remember him post Errol Spence fight making any excuses about the weight. But now he's making excuses, you know, after everybody's been, you know, critical of him, especially the E-Banks as well, saying that he quit. And he quit for a second time. And, you know, once a quitter, always a quitter is what they say. But he said he had a tough time making weight. He said he was ill 3 times. And I'm going to attach the article link in the description. And said he had a difficult time making weight, you know. But at the end of the day, it was all his fault. He knew Errol Spence was going to be his mandatory, eventually be his mandatory, okay? He went up 2 weight classes, 2 full weight classes, to challenge Triple G, which is one of the dumbest moves in the sport of boxing in modern history. You know, he was trying to prove what? He was trying to prove that he was a big, a tough, a bad guy, but at the same time, you know, he hadn't proved too much at his own weight. You know, he hadn't proved shit versus, you know, he proved shit versus Kell versus Sean Porter. We started to like him over here in America. I was like, you know what? He a tough guy, you know. I think he should have just fought Jesse Vargas, and that's where it went wrong at. He wanted to move up, what about 13 pounds and face Triple G, and the damage that he took in that fight was insurmountable in his career. And I don't think he's going to be the same fighter ever again. And there's no knock on him. I think he was, you know, looked tremendous versus Errol Spence early on. And you know, I don't think we ever gonna know how good Kell Brook could have been, especially at welterweight. But now he said he wants to he wants to go to junior middleweight. He said if the right fight comes along, he will contemplate fighting at 140. He needed to forget about 147 pounds. You know, that's just real spit. Real shit, real spit. We need to forget about it. You know, move to 154. A lot of those guys ain't competing. He's rumored to be in the run-in for the Common Guy Cotto winner, which we all know is going to be Cotto. And, you know, fight Cotto for that belt, you know, and just leave it alone. And don't go chasing David Lemieux. Because David Lemieux was trying to get Cotto, so I don't know how that's going to work out, if Cotto's going to drop that belt once he get it, or him and David Lemieux going to fight at a catch weight. I don't see Lemieux making the catch weight. He's a big 160. So, you know, I don't know if that play out, but, you know, if the Lemieux thing doesn't happen for Cotto, you know, Kell Brook will be a good fight. You know, I like to see him take a tune-up, but he definitely could beat Cotto. He was offered, they was trying to make the Cotto fight at, you know, around the Jesse Vargas time. I heard that, I forgot who didn't want the fight. I think it might have been Kell Brook. He was looking for a bigger payday. But was that payday that he made with Golovkin, whatever he made, what he made, about $4 or $5 million? Was it worth your career? You know? Because in a $4 or $5 million fight, you lost your total career. You lost your whole prime in one fight. He beat you into a pulp. And then Errol Spence, you know, beat the rest of your prime out of you. So at the end of the day, he made a bad decision as a boxer. He took a risk, and I like to see more boxers take risks. But, you know, the risk that he took bit him in the ass, you know? And now he was trying to squeeze back down to 140 to prove a point. And actually, Eddie Hearn was trying to do the right thing for him, you know, and let him go to 154. But there's no safe haven up there as well. I think he's pretty much done. I think he should have retired. Because at 154, I mean, I think some of the young dogs like Lubin, Deloach, I mean, you know, Jared Swift-Hurd, all to get him. You know, I think Austin Trotter probably beat him, you know, at 154. You know, it's no telling. You know, he looks solid versus Errol Spence early on. But after that ass whooping, that Golovkin ass whooping, I think he's pretty much done. He should have retired. You know, it took a long time off and just came back. He's too broken up, you know. And if it is not a Amir Khan fight, man, or a Cotto fight, it's time to leave the game. We gone.